This is CNN.
Next on CNN Sports, we'll take you down under where Mac was on the attack. Or was that under attack? The Friday night NBA stuff was violent from Chicago. More success at the Glass Palace as Portland continued to glide. And a hail to the Chief at the Garden. We'll make a silver-plated tribute.
Muhammad was very special.
Show you some shooting stars from the spectrum and explain why today's greatest was Scene Stars.
No doubt a scary moment for the NBA fans at the Chicago Stadium. We'll have details of that scary incident. But first, we begin with a birthday celebration for Muhammad Ali. The man who was a picture of invincibility, partly because of his youthful enthusiasm and mostly because of his infinite amount of skill, celebrated a half-century of existence on Friday. The 50-year-old Muhammad Ali was back in his hometown of Louisville this week as part of a week-long celebration of his big birthday. As the champ so humbly stated many times, the greatest of all time is still able to exude tons of charm and even some shocking statements.
Tell the world I saw George Foreman and know I'm beat Holyfield. I'm going to get in shape, lose 20 pounds, and come back and be the champ for the fourth time. Show them that I'm still the greatest of all time.
Great to see that he still has that wit and charm of yesteryear, but also sort of sad to see such a legend just a shell of his former larger-than-life self. As Jim Huber reports, Muhammad Athlete is certainly an athlete for all time.
CNN Sports.
Muhammad Ali, 50 years old on this Friday. Now for the Friday night NBA report that tips off at the home of a group of champs. If you were expecting some sort of letdown from the Bulls after their big showdown and ensuing destruction of Cleveland Thursday night, you can forget about that. Michael and his boys welcomed the Admiral and his men into the stadium Friday and withstood their challenge to pick up their 8th consecutive victory. Scary moment, though. Check out Scottie Pippen and his elbow that lands on the face and eye of Michael Jordan. Scary moment, but Michael would return to action. Rough night for the ref, Jake O'Donnell, the whistleblowing legend. Hey, watch out for the floor, Jake. Spurs were showing that they were up to the challenge tonight at the stadium. Seconds ticking away in the second quarter, and Rod Strickland with a nice feed into the Admiral. San Antonio with a 7-point lead at the break. But then in the second half, the Bulls got running. Michael Jordan with his usual strong finish, and the crowd at the stadium was on fire. Speaking of on fire, Scottie Pippen just lost it. He went after Rod Strickland with a vengeance. Man, an ugly scene. Both players received technicals, no ejections. As for Michael Jordan, he soared and slammed for over 30 points as the Bulls kept their winning streak alive. And you know, if defense wins championships, well, Chicago is on track at this moment in time to join the Celtics, Lakers, and Pistons as repeat champions, since they're now 17-0 when holding opponents under the century mark. Their victory also denied Spurs head coach Larry Brown of a milestone 600th career NBA victory. After a slow start, Portland has been ablaze, having taken 9 of their last 11. You can now make that 10 of 12. Chances for them to keep buzzing were very good tonight, since the Hornets were the opponent in the Glass Palace, and Portland has never, ever lost to Charlotte. Hornets trying to end the drought tonight. Would they? Well, let's just say they failed to have the touch. They were bricklayers. They were turning the rock into bricks while Portland was running the floor. Drexler with the nice, leaving it for the trailer. Duckworth, Larry Johnson. Nice touch. Top pick in the NBA draft. No touch. While they continued to struggle, Portland continued to control the contest. Clyde Drexler couldn't complete the alley-oop. He just completed the play and helped Portland knock off the Hornets and improve to 9-0 lifetime against Charlotte. Blazers, the only team the Hornets have not defeated in their 4 years of NBA existence. At the Desert, the Red Hot Suns made it 14 straight to the Veterans Memorial Coliseum, and Anthony Bonner rocked the world of that particular cameraman. No wonder those insurance premiums are so high for the picture takers. Now it's time to check out Thunder Dan Morley, one of the best finishers in the game. It gave the Suns a 5-point lead. Rex feeling the hex of the Red Hot Suns. Suns again on the break. KJ, beautiful dish, cross-court to Gerard Mustaf, and Rex was feeling the hex. Suns up by 12. Tom Chambers. Again, Anthony Bonner. Wreaking havoc on the cameraman, pushing Chambers into that particular fellow as Cotton and his club picked up their 6th consecutive victory. And they have a big showdown coming up with the Blazers Sunday in Phoenix, so that should be one whale of a contest in the Western Conference. This was also the 1,000th win for the Suns franchise, 12th team in NBA history to accomplish that feat. On to the clip joint in Los Angeles, where the Hawks were looking good early against the Clips. Kevin Willis with the jam to give his club a 9-point lead. But then, Gary Grant over to Danny Manning, who just provided a beautiful dish to Kenny Norman, and L.A. rallied to go up by 2 at the break. 4th quarter, Gary Grant over to Ronnie Hoppa. Beautiful finish, Clippers by 7. But less than 2 seconds ago in regulation, and the Hawks were not going to die. Moreland Wally, the dish over to Kevin Willis, who nailed the baseline jumper to tie it at 99 and force an extra period. But in the overtime, Moreland Wally made a bad pass, and Ronnie Harper made him and the Hawks pay as the Clippers pulled away and won it by 4 in overtime, 111-107. Hawks lose for the first time ever, believe it or not, in the clip joint as L.A. ends a 4-game drought against the team from Atlanta. We've got lots more NBA to chat about on this particular sportscast, and later we'll give you the latest from the first ever Grand Slam of the 1992 tennis season. And we'll show you highlights from that Mac attack that eliminated the defending champion of the Australian Open. But as we go to break, take a listen to words of tribute to the greatest from his former trainer.